Yes, it is I, Countess Naravan Dracovin, Lord and Emperor of the Dracovin Empire, and welcome. It is time to continue my discussion on the lands, legends, planes, and planeswalkers of Magic the Gathering, where I take these bits and pieces of lore, give you information about them, history, backstory, to help develop the universe, the worlds of Magic the Gathering, and understand a little bit more about the world settings as they develop. Today I have actually a pair of legends that actually have a story that does intertwine quite well, which you'll understand in a second. KAYSA JAEUHL. Now, KAYSA was an elf of the Juniper Order in Keldon, and she was born in Tertiary Dominaria. She ended up being an elder druid by the end of her lifespan. We don't actually know where Now, she was raised in Mikkel, a small village by a human priest, where she was taken in as by basically a ward of this priest and became effectively an assistant and a member of the church, a member of the community there. It wasn't until an elder druid, Kolbjorn, discovered that she had the mark of an elder druid that she was effectively then adopted by Kolbjorn and his partner, Disa the Restless. As a young druid, she did help out Freyalise cast the world spell which ended the Ice Age, and it was around this time, the end of the Ice Age, that she became an elder druid, that she earned this rank. Now, Jewel Carthalion was actually a knight, a failed knight of Kajoran that was of the Carthalion lineage, an important lineage within this region of Dominaria. So he was of important bloodline, but also a failed knight. He became an advocate of the Juniper Order, and Freyalise actually enlisted him to help drive Tevesh Szat out of Dominaria at the end of the Ice Age, after the world spell was cast. He was equipped with a number of powerful artifacts and used those to defeat the summoned hordes of undeads of Savat, eventually claiming the Amulet of Quotes, which he used then to banish Svat from Dominaria, sending him to Chandalar. It was through Freyalise that KAYSA and JAEUHL met, and they got married. KAYSA, though, soon after the end of the world spell, as the Ice Age was ending, with the help of JAEUHL and a number of others, including Jaya Ballard, helped the survivors of Foundhorde move to Yavimaya. When they reached there, they discovered that the heart of Yavimaya had been awakened by the world spell and was attacking all sentient creatures, elves, humans, and the sentient gorillas that had lived within Yavimaya. JAEUHL had also managed to defeat a Phyrexian war beast that was in this area with his specialized sword artifact he had, but KAYSA got kidnapped by a gorilla shaman, but eventually was able to go to the gorilla chieftain and convince them to ally themselves with the elves that were moving into this area, and that combined they could defeat the heart of Yavimaya. And they did. They defeated this awakened heart and purged Yavimaya of the threats that were there, allowing the elves, both those that had lived there and the Foundhorde ones moving in, to unite together, and those other beings that were living there, the humans and gorillas, to be in peace. During this time, though, KAYSA was pregnant with JAEUHL's child. It was about 10 years after the world spell that this occurred, and it was soon after there that she gave birth to a child, with the help of Jaya Ballard, basically acting as a midwife in a way, helping out with the birth of the child. A half-elf, one of the very few rare ones that we have heard about within Dominaria. What has happened to the child and these two is unknown, actually, at this point in time. It is assumed that they lived their lives from amongst Yavimaya, farther into the future within Dominaria. But they were depicted in each a card. KAYSA as a legend, and of course JAEUHL and Juniper Order advocate, basically the role that he took. It depicted him on that card. But that's it for today. I effectively introduced you to two lovers. That was what I introduced you to today. KAYSA, an important elder druid who helped Freyalise cast the world spell, who led the Foundhorde elves to safety once the waters rose after the Ice Age and their lands flooded, led them to Yavimaya, and then united the gorillas of Yavimaya with the elves of Yavimaya to defeat the heart of it, to purify that land and allow all the sentient creatures to live peacefully in amongst the forest. KAYSA is an important legend in this history, but even her husband, the man that would become the father to her child, a child we do not know what happened to, but nonetheless, We know that he himself was great. He helped Freyalise drive Tevesh Szat from Dominaria to Chandalar, to banish him. He was a great hero and amongst himself, but he's talked about less than his wife in a way. But the two of them combined were great heroes who accompanied great figures too. Jay Ballard, Freyalise. These are important names at the end of the Ice Age and the beginning of the Alliances period. And these two are right alongside them. Companions. Friends. If you have any questions, comments, anything you want to say, anything you think I left out, please leave in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. I choose for the channel, the empire, the work I do. If you want to show some extra support, you can check out my Patreon, link in the description below. There's some great rewards there. It helps to grow and improve the channel. If you want to see some other great Magic the Gathering content, I can recommend my Friends of the Multiverse. Card Bazaar, They Said, We Said, and Tasting Snackies. They do great Magic the Gathering content, and I could always recommend them. But regardless, until the next time, I bid you farewell.